Yeah, I mean, difficult place to come and play. Orlando, they got so many weapons. But listen, I think again what you saw tonight is you saw a team that's prepared to play for each other, like all the way until the end of the game. We come in here, we had 17 players. We travelled with 3 goalkeepers, 14 players that could come on the field and help the team. And for me, I'm just, I said to the group afterwards, I'm incredibly proud that we went toe to toe with Orlando towards the end. I think towards the end, we'd just done so much work. There was too many spaces, but just incredibly proud of our effort. Proud to stand on the side of the field and coach these players at this moment.
Thank you for that. We'll open it up to questions. Theo, go ahead.
Hey Ricky, unlucky tonight. On the positive side, especially from Yuki's goal till Marta's goal, very much in the game. I think that was such a great kind of half an hour spell. Why do you think that spell was so impressive? You put them under a lot of pressure, almost looked like it was going to be 2-2, and then Marta comes up with a bit of magic at the end. But why do you think that spell was so good for the team?
Well, we just spoke about at half time. We felt like we sat off a little bit too much. So we asked our forwards to get a little bit higher and pin their fullbacks more in the second half. And I think as the game went on, especially when they scored their second goal, we got back in it. We scored our goal, and we just got momentum. We were moving the ball quicker into the wider areas, and we were pinning them back. I just think when you're playing against a team like that, the last thing you want to do is be chasing a game and opening up spaces. And I think unfortunately, just towards the end of the game there, the space got too much. But yeah, we spoke about second half trying to pin their fullbacks. Our wide forwards play a little bit higher, whether we create space in behind or space in front of their back line. And I think you see from the goal, the passing to create the moment to get into the box for Yuki, it was just an example of the things we spoke about at half time. And for a team that hasn't been scored against in 6 games, that's a positive for us.
Yeah, big way to end that record for them, and that's a big feather in your cap. Having been caretaker manager for 2 games against Orlando and seeing them up close, controlling these game models and managing these, what do you think makes Orlando so special? What do you think makes them hard to beat?
Well, listen, to be totally honest with you, I just focus on us. I worry about the things that we need to do. I focus on the things that we're interested in and what we need to get better on. And I think tonight what you saw was, again, us playing a different system, us working incredibly hard for each other, and us making it difficult for whoever we play against. I think Orlando threw everything at us. They, made changes towards the end of the game, tried to change the game, tried to make it difficult for us. And our players just kept coming back. We kept asking questions of them. We kept playing into areas that we made it difficult for them. We asked players to get on the ball and be brave and play through their press. And tonight, I think you saw that. I think you saw that from our back line being comfortable in possession of the ball. And I think you saw that from the way that we played in midfield. Deanna worked incredibly hard up top for long periods on her own. And we just asked a lot from this group. And tonight they delivered. Sometimes you don't get the result, the performance and the output that you put into a game. But again, I'm just incredibly proud of our team, to be honest.
Last one from me. You got booked in the second half after, I can't remember who had the foul on someone. I think it was on Angelina on the edge of the box. I'm not sure if it was Sophie or Barb. Why did you get that yellow card, or did the ref explain to you why you got booked?
Yeah, I don't know, to be honest. But, for us, just moving on to the next game is the most important thing. We regroup next week and we go again. We got a home game against Chicago, and we're just looking forward to playing in front of our fans. And one of the things we spoke about at the end there was if we put out that much effort and we work the way we worked on the field, that's going to be the most important thing for these remaining games, because I was incredibly proud of our players tonight.
Thanks, Ricky.
Justin, go ahead.
Hey, Ricky.
How you doing?
Hey, a couple big saves from Jane tonight, over 100 for the season. What does that mean, just a number like that?
Yeah, I mean, look, listen, she's breaking records left, right, and centre, you know, and in a way, it's great for her. In another way, we don't want to break in too many records. But what I would say tonight is, you know, the way Paige and Jalissa Harris played against Banda, I was incredibly impressed. The work rate they put in, how they worked together to nullify the space, our fullbacks pinching in and making it difficult. I think what you see was a team that was prepared to work for each other. You know, and Jane's a big part of that. But tonight, I also think our back line was incredible. I thought Paige and Jayway specifically playing against Barbara Banda was very good. So for us, we like getting achievements, but we also want to make sure that we move on and try and close games and win games. And that's important to us. We move on to the next game against Chicago with that focus in mind.
And then just Yuki, 2 goals in 2 games. What is it like to have a veteran like her to kind of push this team, push a lot of the young players that you guys have?
Yeah, look, listen, we got a lot of them. You know, we got Yuki, we got Sophie Schmidt. She came back in tonight and helped us from the bench after recovering from an injury. Andressa found spaces tonight, played incredibly well. And then, you know, you look at the effort from Barb and Michelle in the wide areas. And Ryan Gerace coming back in and playing a full 45 minutes. There's so many positives for us. We don't like losing. We live in a changing room where we have big personalities, big players with huge experience, and they don't like losing. And at the moment, we're not in a good moment. But I got to tell you, they work incredibly hard, and I have so much respect for the energy and the effort that they bring to this group. It's inspiring for me as a coach, as our staff. We just spoke about it in the locker room afterwards. So we go again, 1 game at a time, Chicago at home, and we work incredibly hard for our fans in Houston.
Thanks, Ricky. Safe travels home.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, I think we'll wrap up with that one. Ricky, thank you very much for joining us and safe travels.
Thank you, Edgar.